Welcome into Minnesota Vikings Now. I am Tom Downey here on this conference championship Sunday, but some big-time rumors out there are lurking around the Vikings, so we're doing a video for you guys. We begin with a really interesting one, is how I'll phrase this. Tom Brady to the Minnesota Vikings. Brady has very clearly publicly refused to make a decision on his future. He was very upset when asked by his podcast co-host about it, which, is like the number one thing you would ask. But there was a report from NFL Analysis who claims they talked to a former NFL exec, which I will emphasize the report nature of that linked Brady to the Vikings as a dark horse destination for the soon-to-be free agent, as it seems highly unlikely Brady will be back in Tampa. Miami's out of the running. Here's what the alleged former NFL exec told NFL Analysis about Tom Brady. I know the Raiders and Dolphins are the two most talked about. The Niners are the possible destination, but they have Brock Purdy now. Watch out for the Vikings. Replacing Kirk Cousins with Brady would make them an actual legit threat to win the Super Bowl. Which Brady are you getting? Seriously. Because this past year, Brady wasn't as good. I understand he's the GOAT. He's the Hall of Famer. But Kirk Cousins, and I can't believe I'm saying this, outplayed Tom Brady this year. Now, the Vikings' offensive line was better than Minnesota's, but Brady had, when healthy, and for the most part they were, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Russell Gage, Julio Jones, two running backs who were decent, Fournette and Rashad White. It was a decent core in Tampa. He just didn't play that well, and he was very uncomfortable when he was getting pressured. Now, it's a fun idea, right? You add Tom Brady throwing to Justin Jefferson, TJ Hawkinson. I get the vibe Brady wants to go to wherever will give him the best chance to win because, well, he's a competitor, and that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to win championships after all. There's also this part that's not mentioned by the NFL executive. Kirk Cousins' contract. You would pretty much have to trade him. You could do a post-June 1st cut. You save $0 in salary cap space, so you're eating like $35 million, plus you're paying Brady a ton of money. It's not really a very good financial decision. You could trade Kirk Cousins, sign Tom Brady, but that's still a little bit of a convoluted scenario, and they don't want Kirk at his big deal. Fair question to be asking. So let's say it's possible. Do you want Tom Brady on the Minnesota Vikings? Y for yes, N for no. This will be today's pinned comment on YouTube. So if the ad break comes here on YouTube, take advantage of it. While the ad plays, head down there, spam Y or N. Jalen Ramsey trade rumors next up here. The Rams could shop Jalen Ramsey per a report from ESPN. The Rams are coming off a not great down year. They're dealing with salary cap complications. I will make note that trading away Ramsey doesn't actually save Minnesota or the Rams that much money, but you could, in theory, get at least a first-round pick back. Ramsey wasn't as good this year. He wasn't consensus top corner, but he was still pretty clearly a cornerback one. And, about 3 years, $55 million, plus I would assume a restructure/extension in the event you do trade for Ramsey. Here's what one alleged AFC personnel director told ESPN's Jeremy Fowler. Ramsey is the one I think will at least explore moving. He's still a top guy, but the play has fallen off a little bit, and he could use a change of scenery. More on Jalen Ramsey coming up here in a moment, but today's show is made possible by Athletic Greens. I take AG1 by Athletic Greens literally every day. Get comprehensive and convenient daily nutrition at athleticgreens.com/chatsports. I gave AG1 a try because I wanted to get better gut health, and I wanted a supplement that actually tastes great. I take AG1 in the morning. It makes me feel ready to take on my day. Once I got baby Olivia set up with her breakfast, I make my AG1. I don't feel the need for caffeine in the morning anymore, and I feel energized throughout the day. Plus, AG1 empowers the gut for whole body health. Covering my nutritional basis for the day literally couldn't be any easier, which is why I trust Athletic Greens. I just mix one small scoop of AG1 with water and drink it first thing each morning. Done just like that, and costs less than $3 a day. Pretty darn good, if you ask me. It's a really effective daily habit with the highest quality sourced ingredients, what you call win-win. If a comprehensive solution is what you need from your supplement routine, then Athletic Greens is giving you a free 1-year supply of vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. Go to athleticgreens.com/chatsports. That's athleticgreens.com/chatsports. Check it out, folks. The link is in the comments and the description of today's video. All right, back to Ramsey. His numbers did dip this year. A little bit more slot reps, which I didn't think was great usage for him. Allowed the most touchdowns he's allowed as long as Pro Football Reference has tracked it for Ramsey, but also picked off 4 passes, 18 pass breakups, and unquestionably would be the best corner in this Vikings room. But do you want to move a first and pay a bunch of money for Ramsey? I don't know if that's something the Vikings regime wants to do. They're big believers in utilizing those draft picks there. Now, it would help. It would help a significant amount if you were to land Jalen Ramsey. So what is the percent chance that you think the Rams trade for Jalen Ramsey? Is it on the low, or the Rams trade Ramsey to the Vikings? Is it low? Is it high? Somewhere in the middle? Let me know right now. We leave on some overall NFC North conversation here. It sounds like, if the latest report from ESPN is to be believed, that the Packers prefer to trade Aaron Rodgers. Contract and age complicate this situation as the Rodgers drama continues and continues and continues. Now, the contract is a big factor. Now, Rodgers has implied he'd be willing to restructure in some capacity, but his cap hit's low, $15.8 million this year. That's not that bad, but that 2023 option bonus is mostly paid out in 2025. So you're locking him in for 3 more years, and that's a bit dicey given the play fall off we saw from Rodgers. I know the receiving core was not great to begin the year, and the defense left expectations, but those numbers for Rodgers were not that good. They were not the normal level of play out of Rodgers that we've come to expect and normalize when back-to-back MVPs in 2020, 2021, but he regressed. And they were in a win-and-in scenario against the Lions, a team that he has owned, and they did not win. Frankly, Rodgers did not play that well. Now, in the event Rodgers does leave, this is what the NFC North quarterback room would look like, or starting quarterback rooms would look like. Kirk Cousins played pretty well. Justin Fields took a massive step forward this past season. Jared Goff was fine, and Jordan Love did not. I'm not really a big believer in Love myself. So how happy, I should say, would you be if Rodgers left the NFC North? 1 to 10. 1, of course, on the low end, 10 on the high end. If you made it to the end of the video, clearly you like what we're doing. So let's have you guys lock us in as your go-to Vikings channel, your home for all things Vikings this offseason, the hub, if you will. It's free to subscribe, so do it right now.